Hi everybody, my name is Alexa Iatrola, and for my next speech, I decided to talk about why my dog is my best friend. In my audience today, my mom, Mrs. C, my dog Snowy, my grandpa, my grandma, and Claire. I want to start off my speech by asking my audience a series of 3 questions. If they agree with what I'm asking them, I need them to raise their hand. Raise your hand if you think by having a pet in your life makes you happier. Raise your hand if you think your pet loves you unconditionally. And lastly, raise your hand if you think your pet helps you cope with stress in everyday life. If I said there is someone on this earth who loves you more than they love themselves, wouldn't you want to meet them? The quote, "A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself," by Josh Billings is certainly said to be true. There are few moments within a person's life that can be considered life-defining. For many people, a life-defining moment can consist of a new person coming into their life, getting your dream job, graduating from college, fighting an illness, and getting married, etc. For me, it was rescuing my dog from a local animal shelter. During my senior year of high school, I was going through a lot of stress. My parents were in the middle of getting a divorce and selling our house that we lived in our whole life. I was also applying to colleges and trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Everything was changing. I was having a difficult time adapting to everything that was going on around me. One day after school, I decided to stop by my local animal shelter with my grandma to find out how to become a volunteer. While I was there, I decided to take a peek at what dogs they had up for adoption. While I was looking, I noticed a white, scared-looking dog in the far back corner. I looked into his eyes and I felt this immediate attraction towards him. The animal volunteer told me that he was stranded on the streets and left to suffer and die. She then took him out of his kennel and let me play with him. At first, he was very timid and shy. After a few minutes, he became very playful and would not leave my side. After this life-changing moment and the connection I felt with him, I knew I had to get my dad down to the shelter to come and sign the papers to adopt him. When my dad came to the shelter, he felt the same connection too. It was meant to be. I was in the right place at the right time. I knew in my heart that I was meant to rescue this dog. Snowy has changed my life in so many positive ways. While most pet owners are aware of the amount of happiness and laughter a dog brings to them, they are unaware of the drastic changes that dogs make in their everyday lives. Dogs make us healthier. When I walk my dog outside, I get a great workout in. He loves to take long walks and socialize with other pets along the way. He also encourages me to exercise when I play with him as well. Dogs also help us cope with everyday stressful times. When petting your dog, a relaxing hormone is released that helps smooth and ease any stress, also potentially lowering your blood pressure. Studies have suggested that pets reduce stress more than humans support at times. Snowy helps me cope with everyday stress. He really helped me through my parents' divorce, the stress of school, the drama with my friends, and the stress of everyday life. Dogs also help us with loneliness. It's a great feeling to know that someone is always there for you, unconditionally, no matter how you feel or look at any given day. Pets give us a sense of belonging and meaning and permitting us to feel less alone in this world. I can talk to my dog about anything in the world, and I know he's always going to be there for me. His tails and ears perk up when I'm talking to him. He really knows how to make me feel better when I feel like I have no one else to talk to. Dogs also help us become more social. Pets are social animals. They will always help us and give us opportunities to connect with other people around us. Snowy is very social. He is always making new friends on our daily walks around the neighborhood and at the dog park. He not only makes friends, but so do I. Bringing him to the dog park helps him get his exercise he needs and also allows me to meet new people. Dogs are also more human-like than we think. My dog can really tell when I'm having a bad day and I just need a friend. He is so human-like it's unreal. He listens to when I talk to him and even will lick me to show that he cares and loves me. When I look into his eyes, I can see that he truly cares. Our bond is so tight and unbreakable. I can tell when Snowy does not like a particular person. He barks very aggressively and will not stop. His whole demeanor changes and he becomes a completely different dog. Dogs prefer people they see help seeing their owner. They have instincts that help them decide who is a good person and who is a bad person. Dogs are very smart. They also can learn words by interference in the same way that human toddlers do. They can also make use of human gestures to a similar level that human infants do too. Snowy knows a lot of key words such as sit, play, get your toy, cheese, dinner time, go outside, go to the car, in the dog park, etc. Lastly, dogs give us unconditional love. Snowy gives me unconditional love. It doesn't matter if I get mad, raise my voice, or ignore him all day. There's nothing I could do that would ever take his love away from me. He's my right hand, my go-to person to talk to. Even though I may get upset and mad at him, he still always comes back to me. That is what real love is truly about. He would never give up on me, even on my worst days. He is a true companion. The phrase, "a dog is a man's best friend" by Frederick of Prussia, reference to this Italian greyhound. I find this phrase to be very true. He is truly my best friend. The quote, "Dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole" by Roger Carras is true for the bond that Snowy and I have together. Like humans, dogs have a wide variety of personalities. Many people who consider themselves not to be a dog person just most likely has not come in contact with a dog that meshes with their personality. The mutual love between an owner and a dog is truly special, and everyone should get the chance to experience this new bond that comes with living with a dog companion. Why did I choose to talk about my dog? I chose this topic because my dog means the world to me. I would be lost without him. He made me grow as a person in so many positive ways. He really brings out the best in me, and I am so lucky to have him in my life. I didn't go into the animal shelter with the intentions of adopting a dog. I went in there to find out how to become a volunteer. It is crazy how life works. It was meant to be. I was meant to rescue Snowy. I feel this in my heart every time I reflect back on that day. It relates to my audience today because all my family members have also benefited from Snowy being in their lives. We were all going through a rough time, and he made everything better by filling our hearts with love and happiness. Does my audience have any questions today?
I have one question for you. It's an old wives' tale that animals speak on Christmas Eve. What will he say to you?
I think Snowy will say that he loves me and he's so grateful for being in our family.
I think you will too.
And then these are just some photos I have of Snowy and I. The first one is Snowy and I at our senior photo shoot, and then Snowy and I taking a selfie, and Snowy with Santa. It's Snowy's in his Eagles jersey. Snowy's first Christmas. His Halloween costume. And Snowy's first birthday with us. And that's Snowy.